we are beautiful Victoria, BC, British Columbia, Canada. A little rainy out today, as you can probably see. Just did a quick little stop here in Mech to pick up a few last supplies before I head to Salt Spring Island today. And so just doing a few things here. Looks to be a good day for riding, not too cold, a little bit of rain, and only got 40 kilometers to go today. Alright, talk to you soon. I'll go slow. Holy shit. Must be my first day riding, apparently.
Just tell him you don't hear very well. That's up to her. If she wants you to walk it, you gotta walk it.
Okay. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update over the last couple days. Things have been hectic as usual. After I did my last video, I think I was 40 kilometers into my ride. After another 20 kilometers, I ended up getting my first flat tire in, I think it's probably about 4 or 5 months. I got my very first flat tire. So ended up taking the wheel off my bike, trying to patch the tube, which I discovered is not a good idea to be doing anyways. On the side of the road, I should have just put my my spare tire in there. Anyways, went ahead, tried to patch it. Patch went on all right, and went ahead and put the wheel back together. You know, pumped it up and all that. And as I was putting the wheel back on, noticed that it became flat again. And apparently, what I did was I actually punctured the tire with one of the tire tools that I have to get the wheel off. To get the tire off the wheel, and so it was actually right near the stem or the valve of the tube there, and patch just wouldn't go on there. So then I go to put on my other tube and get her on there and start pumping up, and then it just blows up in my face. I'm just like, fuck, like what the hell did I just do, right? And you know, pop everything off again, and there's a huge hole in it. Apparently, I didn't have it seated properly on the wheel there, and it just popped. And so I only had one spare with me, which was retarded. But so I was dead in the water at that point, and thankfully there was a guy behind me. He was just pulled off to the side of the road there, just talking on his cell phone, and just went ahead and asked him for a ride, and he gave me a ride 30 kilometers to Mill Bay. So I got to Mill Bay, you know, did a few little things on my trailer there at my buddy's place. His name is Tony Hoare. Used to be a Tour de France rider, and probably back 50 years ago. He's 80 years old now, and he just helped me do a few things on my trailer, get it all up to snuff, and showed me how to put a wheel or a tube on the wheel properly. So that was interesting for sure, and that really kind of sucked because I wanted to ride basically as much as I could, and I mean 3 days in, I'm already hitchhiking. So that really kind of sucked, but I mean it's everything's kind of like a learning experience, and definitely if I had prepared better, then I mean an issue like that really wouldn't have happened. It was just lack of experience and just on my part there. Anyways, day after that was a ride from Mill Bay to Victoria, and that was only about 44-kilometer ride for me. And what I didn't really know is that there was a big mountain pass that I had to go over, and summit was 350 meters up, and I started pretty well at sea level. I think a few meters maybe above sea level there, and got all the way to the top. It was an hour of straight climbing all the way, and I was actually amazed that I only had to stop once going up there, just for probably about 15 or 20 seconds, and just kept going, and made it all the way to the top there. You know, sat down, enjoyed the view, got some pictures, and continued on my way. Had some dates and some water, and it's fun going down the other side for sure, because I'm getting up to, you know, 50-55 kilometers an hour, which isn't always the best with a bike and trailer, just because when you get going really fast with your trailer there, it can start to speed wobble a little bit, and which can be hazardous, because it can eventually get so bad that it'll just throw you off your bike. And not to mention that I'm riding on, actually the shoulders are pretty good there, so it wasn't too bad riding down, but I have cars, you know, just whizzing by me, and I'm, you know, going as fast as them almost at some points there, and it was pretty crazy, but really enjoyed it. Got into Victoria, stayed with my friend Meg there, and we ended up going out to dinner with another high carb raw vegan guy named Matt, and it was great to meet him. He had a really, really cool before and after shot that I'll probably post in this video here. I mean, just the power of eating a high carb raw vegan diet is absolutely amazing. I mean, I noticed a difference, like a major difference, just coming from a cooked vegan diet to eating completely raw. And so far on this trip, I have been completely raw, and it's just you just feel a lot of difference. I noticed a lot of difference in my body as well, especially salt consumption is a big thing. Because when I was still in Kimmel River, I'd have steamed rice every once in a while, but I'd load the soy sauce on it, just load the soy sauce. And soy sauce is very, very salty. It doesn't taste the saltiest, but it's very, very salty, and you notice very quickly that, I noticed really quickly that it retains a lot of body fluid on you. And basically what happens is when you start consuming so much salt is that it starts to dehydrate your body, for one, because it has to, basically the water that would be used for the processes of the body is now starting to be used to basically dilute the extra salt that you're consuming. And so what happens is that the water is stored underneath the skin of your body, and so it gives you this puffiness look, or it just gives you kind of like a flabby look. And I've noticed, specifically just going from eating a lot of cooked vegan food that was higher in salt to going completely raw and just eating fruits and vegetables, is that naturally my six-pack has come back without doing any exercise. And I mean, I don't do crunches or anything like that, or I rarely even do push-ups. And yeah, it's just it's amazing the difference there when you're consuming fruits and vegetables versus even like starches as rice. Rice is a good backup food if you don't have any available fresh fruit and vegetable, but definitely fruit and vegetables are the best and always will be. And so after I got into Victoria, went down to Mech the next day, and got a lot of things done on my bike. I ended up spending $200 there on my bike. I went down there to buy a pair of shorts, and ended up spending almost $250 there. So I got a lot of good things done on my bike, and I'm gonna actually do a video on my bike just to show you guys the bamboo bike and trailer. I haven't done a video yet just because I haven't been happy with it, how it has been. So I will be doing that probably within the next day or two. And but today, just gonna be enjoying the weather here, and it's absolutely gorgeous out. It's just, yeah, like I'm out in shorts and t-shirt today, and it's probably about 8 or 9 degrees. So it's not warm by any means, but it's a lot warmer than it has been. And yesterday came up to Salt Spring Island here via ferry. It's about a 35-kilometer ride to the ferry, and I always like ferries are always fun to take, and it's usually the just cheapest way for someone to get across from basically between the Gulf Islands here in Vancouver. And tomorrow morning I'm going to be heading out to the mainland there, over to Vancouver. So basically what I'll be doing is I'll taking the ferry from Salt Spring back to Swartz Bay, which is Sydney, BC, and then taking the direct ferry from Swartz Bay all the way into Vancouver. And then I'll be meeting up with some people there and staying with one of my good buddies, Ted Carr, for a few days. And then I'll be on my way to Vietnam, which is going to be kind of crazy because while I've been on the island here, I've had places to stay wherever I go. So like I already plan it in advance that I have some place to stay. When I'm going to Vietnam, I will have a place to stay when I get there. But after that, it's pretty much me on my own. And there are stops along the way where I will be staying with people, but they might be 700, 800, 1,000 kilometers apart. So it's not like I can ride that in a day just to get to the next spot. And so it's gonna be interesting. Banana burp. And so it's gonna be interesting just to really kind of see what happens. And if you ever have the chance of coming to British Columbia, definitely check out Vancouver Island. It's absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous out here. The weather is usually pretty mild all year round. Try to stay out of here through the winter because it's usually really cloudy. Sun doesn't really poke out too much, but definitely in the summer and springtime, definitely get out here for sure. It's just, I love it out here. I'm really gonna miss this place. I'm gonna really miss the people. People out here in British Columbia are absolutely amazing. Very forward-thinking people, and it's the most beautiful place in Canada for sure, no doubt. And I just love it. If you can do the drive from Calgary all the way into Vancouver, taking the #1 highway, do that, because that drive will change your life. It's amazing to see the mountains that are thousands of meters high, and it's just it's like I saw God on that drive. It was so beautiful. I loved it. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. When I'm doing my videos in Vietnam, I definitely want to do one a day, just mainly because I just want to kind of give you guys a glimpse of what my life is like on a day-to-day basis, because every day it's usually a little bit different, and I just want to give you guys some inspiration for living a much more natural, unreal life, I guess you could say, if I want to use my cheesy tagline there. I just wanted to get out today and did a bit of riding up the side of this mountain here. Wanted to go all the way to the summit there, but it turns into a dirt road, and it just rained last night, so it's really muddy, and with my bike there, it's got skinny tires on it, there's no chance I was getting all the way to the top unless I was going to push it all the way, which I wasn't going to do. But got some good workout today, got some good footage, and yeah, definitely if you have the chance to ever come to Salt Spring Island, definitely make it. Victoria, BC is another great place to be as well. I really love it down there. It reminds me of being back home in London, and that's what I think one of the reasons why it's about the same size. And sometimes I really like the hustle and bustle of cities. Sometimes I hate it because I almost got hit by a car when I was in Victoria. But aside from that, it was really nice there, and yeah, definitely check it out. And hope you guys are having an awesome day. Make sure you're living your life on your terms, and then you'll be a lot happier. Ciao.